In many machines, the load does not always act sideways on the shaft. Sometimes the force acts along the shaft axis. That kind of force is called axial load or thrust load. For such applications, engineers often use thrust ball bearings. These bearings are specially designed to support axial loads efficiently. Unlike many other bearings, they are not meant for radial loads. That is the most important point to remember. What is a thrust ball bearing? A thrust ball bearing is made to carry load in the direction of the shaft axis. It usually consists of a shaft washer, a housing washer ball and cage assembly. The balls roll between the washers and reduce friction while supporting axial force. Because of this arrangement, the bearing can support thrust load smoothly. But if radial load is present, this type of bearing is generally not the right choice. Why engineers use thrust ball bearings? There are several reasons. 1. Efficient axial load support. They are specifically designed for thrust force. 2. Low friction. Rolling contact reduces friction and heat. 3. Smooth rotation. They help maintain stable rotation under axial loading. 4. Simple construction. Their design is comparatively straightforward. Where thrust ball bearings are used. These bearings are used in many practical applications. Automotive steering systems. Certain steering assemblies use thrust bearings to handle axial forces. Vertical shafts. When shafts carry load in the vertical direction, thrust bearings become important. Fans and blowers. Axial load generated by airflow can require thrust support. Machine tools. Some rotating assemblies use thrust bearings where axial positioning matters. Household appliances. Small motors and rotating mechanisms may also use them. A simple practical example. Imagine a vertical shaft carrying a rotating impeller. As the impeller rotates, the force pushes downward along the shaft axis. That is axial load. A normal radial bearing may not efficiently handle this. That is where thrust ball bearings become useful. Important limitation. One very important engineering rule. Thrust ball bearings should not be selected when significant radial load is present. Why? Because their internal geometry is not meant to support side forces effectively. Using them in the wrong application can cause excessive wear, poor performance, early failure. This is a common practical selection mistake. Single direction and double direction thrust bearings. Engineers generally encounter two common types. Single direction thrust bearings. These support axial load in only one direction. Double direction thrust bearings. These support axial load in both directions. Selection depends entirely on machine loading conditions. Major manufacturers. Trusted manufacturers of thrust ball bearings include SKF, NSK, NTN, Schaeffler Group, FAG, and Timken Company. These brands are widely used in automotive systems, industrial machinery, motors, and rotating assemblies. Engineering takeaway. Thrust ball bearings may look simple, but their application is very specific. Whenever a machine experiences axial load along the shaft, they can be extremely useful. But remember this practical rule. If the application includes significant radial load, another bearing type may be a better choice. Understanding the direction of load is one of the most important parts of bearing selection. Closing line. In our short series, we also explain bearing types and industrial applications in short practical lessons. And we are also soon starting live YouTube sessions on SolidWorks 2026. To be part of those live sessions, subscribe to the channel and register free on our website so we can send joining notifications. Keep watching, next episodes coming soon. If you found this video useful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future engineering updates.